More news, rumors and opinions Tuesday p.m. July 16, 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. TNT, Tishwash. Minister of Trade arrives in Geneva to head the negotiating team for Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization. On Tuesday, Minister of Trade Athir Dawood Salman headed the negotiating team for Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization in Geneva. While indicating that Iraq would proceed with its accession to the global organization, the Ministry of Trade said in a statement, seen by Economy News, that Minister of Trade Athir Dawood Salman arrived in Geneva today, Tuesday, at the head of the Iraqi negotiating team for Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization to attend the third meeting of the Working Group for Iraq's accession, 16 years after the second meeting was held. It added that Iraq is proceeding through the National Committee concerned with its accession to the World Organization, which is headed by the Minister of Trade, to complete its procedures to complete the required files and support reforms and legislation to be in line with the market system, and enhance the country's economic capabilities to complete the requirements of the next stage of the accession process. Explaining that the preparatory meetings of the Iraqi negotiating team are continuing at the headquarters of the World Trade Organization in Geneva, in preparation for the third meeting of the Working Group for Iraq's accession, which will be held this week. Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. My bank guy just flat out came out and told me, to be honest with you, I think it will reinstate to what it was before and then it's going to float like any other international currency. It's more from the rumor mill. Frank, I know it's going to reinstate. You know it. The money exchangers know it. That's why they went 8% dollar carat percent. That's why they're happy. This is the third time your bank friend tells you $3.22 and it will float. That is the most logical thing for the CBI to do. Militia man, they pushed out the HOR meeting till after this next holiday, which is on the 17th. The WTO meeting they say is on the 18th unless their calendar changes. I highly suspect that won't be the case. They set the stage for the presidency to be done on the 20th. Those are the things we're looking at today. I hope you guys understand what we're seeing is powerful and I'm pretty excited and I think everybody else should be. It's really looking good. KTFA, Claire. Iraq resumes WTO accession talks after 16-year hiatus. The 16th of July 2024 by John Lee. Iraqi Trade Minister Athir Dawood al-Ghorari announced the resumption of preliminary meetings for Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization, WTO, after a 16-year pause. The Iraqi negotiation teams have started preparatory meetings at the WTO headquarters in Geneva, preparing for the third working group meeting on Iraq's accession. According to a statement from the ministry's media office, Riyad Fakhr al-Hashemi, Director General of the Foreign Economic Relations Department, indicated that the first preparatory meeting was held with the WTO's accession section director and experts in goods, services, and intellectual property. This meeting, chaired by al-Hashemi and including negotiators from various Iraqi ministries and the Kurdistan region, discussed key files and documents previously submitted by Iraq. The third official working group meeting, to be led by the trade minister representing Iraq, will review the completed files and documents prepared by the National Committee responsible for the accession. This marks a significant step as the Iraqi negotiation team reaches a high level of expertise in dealing with complex issues related to WTO membership. Claire, third round of negotiations for Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization. July 16, 2024, Minister of Trade Athir Dawood Salman arrived today, Tuesday, in the city of Geneva, Switzerland. At the head of the Iraqi team negotiating Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization to attend the third meeting of the Working Group on Iraq's accession, 16 years after the second meeting was held. The statement of the ministry's media office, a copy of which was received by Euphrates News, indicated that Iraq is proceeding through the National Committee concerned with its accession to the World Organization, which is headed by the Minister of Trade, to complete its procedures to accomplish the required files, and support reforms and legislation to be in line with the market system and enhance the country's economic capabilities to complete the requirements of the next stage of the accession process. The statement noted that the preparatory meetings of the Iraqi negotiating team are continuing at the headquarters of the World Trade Organization in Geneva. in preparation for the third meeting of the working group on Iraq succession, which will be held this week. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.